The vision of the Polymer Institute of Nigeria to build a formidable professional body of polymer scientists, engineers and others has been taken a step further with the induction of the Group Managing Director of Flour Mills Nigeria PLC into its professional body. The investiture was performed on Mr. Paul Bededo, who started out manufacturing Bako sacks, a polymer product, on the premises of Flour Mills Nigeria PLC in Lagos.
The ceremony gets underway with the arrival of stalwarts of the Polymer Institute of Nigeria and Flour Mills Nigeria Group. Mr. Bededo dons the ceremonial gown and a plaque is presented to him.
Congratulations. You are welcome to the League of Fellows.
It soon becomes clear that he has had a long-standing relationship with the Institute.
Today is the best time for us to give honor to this pillar of pin, a man who had assisted us both morally and financially in the past and has unrelenting zeal to assist us more in the future.
After his acceptance speech, the new inductee highlights the connection between the byproduct of oil and gas and the food industry.
Plastics have revolutionized packaging by providing light, strong, flexible packaging materials. Plastic packaging reduced overall packaging consumption. In fact, without plastics, overall packaging weight will increase 300%. Bottled water, in turn, reduces the risk of waterborne diseases, hence provide an improvement in the health sector. Plastics packaging also helps preserve food.
A fellow of the Institute explains why the Flour Mills DMD is eminently qualified for the position.
Because when you study polymer engineering and science, you have to know about other industries because of its application. It makes you very versatile. This versatility helps Mr. Bededo to excel in Flour Mills and continue to grow and grow until he becomes the Group Managing Director of Flour Mills.
Established in 1989 primarily to promote the education and development of polymer science and technology, the Polymer Institute of Nigeria has grown to a strength of over 380 members and is looking to become chartered in the near future.
Let's join Charles Aruka, who has the latest in sports.
Welcome to Sports News. MFM Football Club have defeated Rivers United 2-1 in a rescheduled game of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Kid sensations Steven Otis scored a brace to take his goal haul this season to 12 and took the Olukoya boys to the top of the table with 27 points. And in the other game, Bode Daniel struck an injury time as host. Shooting Stars of Ibadan edged past champions Rangers International 1-0. In internationals, West African heavyweights Nigeria and Senegal will meet in an international friendly at the Hive Stadium in London tomorrow. Both teams will be using the match as preparation for the qualifiers for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations in June. Nigeria and Senegal have met in 15 official international matches according to FIFA's statistics. Now, FIFA could order South Africa to replay their 2018 World Cup qualifier against Senegal after the referee was found guilty of manipulating the result of the game. The world governing body has warned that it will take further action over the match played in November 2016 following its decision to hand the Ghanaian referee Joseph Lamptey a life ban. And now to Club Continental's Congolese giants TP Mazembe have confirmed the exit of Frenchman Thierry Froger after just over 1 month in charge. This followed the shock ouster of the five-time champions from the final qualifying round of the Champions League. The club said he had not achieved his goal of reaching the Champions League quarter-finals after Mazembe lost to Zimbabwe's Caps United on the away goals rule. And that's Sports News. Back to Millicent with the rest of the news at 10.
Many thanks, Charles. And to the reports on the attacks coming from the United Kingdom, UK's Prime Minister Theresa May has described the attacks at Westminster as sick and depraved. She harped on Britain's strength during this time, saying Londoners will walk the streets, never giving in to terror. Leaders around the world have been condemning the violence and declaring support for the UK through this time. 4 people were killed in the attack, including the attacker, and 20 more injured.
British Prime Minister Theresa May made a brief statement outside, having been a couple of hours at the Cobra meeting. She said the full details of the sick and depraved terrorist attack were still emerging, but confirmed the UK's threat level of severe will not change.
The location of this attack was no accident. The terrorists chose to strike at the heart of our capital city, where people of all nationalities, religions and cultures come together to celebrate the values of liberty, democracy and freedom of speech. These streets of Westminster, home to the world's oldest parliament, are ingrained with a spirit of freedom that echoes in some of the furthest corners of the globe.
The nation has been shocked by the attack, especially as it happened so close to the seat of power. A man reportedly drove a car into security fencing before jumping out and attacking police officers with a knife before he was shot by police. The House of Commons was in session at the time. It was immediately suspended and lawmakers asked to stay inside.
Since 2:40 this afternoon, the MPS has responded to an incident in the area of Parliament Square, and the Senior National Coordinator has declared this a terrorist incident. And although we remain open-minded to the motive, a full counter-terrorism investigation is already underway.
There have been calls for witnesses to go to Westminster Hall to talk about what they'd seen and heard. As calm returns to the area, the night seems colder as people shiver at the thought Great Britain could have been hit by a terrorist attack.
And the main news again. The Senate today demanded the resignation of the Controller General of Customs, retired Colonel Hamid Ali, after he failed to appear before the upper legislative chamber again. The lawmakers declared him unfit to hold any public office. And 4 people, including a police officer, were killed today in an attack near the UK Parliament building in central London. And that's the news at 10. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. Good night.